Yo, what is going on, guys? TKF here. I believe I promised you a match today, seeing as, my regular upload days are Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Here is that OU match I promised you guys. I did say that I would bring you guys a better match. This one was a pretty good match, actually. I had it last night, I believe, on the Zach chat. It's against Kai. Really good match. I have to warn you guys, long match. Definitely a long match. Worth watching? Definitely. But just want to say thank you guys for the 40 likes on my last video. I have actually bought a blue snowball since I had the 40 likes. Cost me a butt ton of money. It actually did. I paid the full whack for it because I couldn't find it anywhere cheaper. So that'll be coming. I can expect it next Wednesday. As I've already said, today is Friday. So yeah, look forward to that. And I have a new series coming to my channel which will start every single Monday, which you'll see the closest Monday to me actually receiving my blue snowball. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the battle, and I'll catch you guys there. Yo, what is going on, guys? Here we go. Let's go and open this up. Like I said, this was a match against Kai. It was an OU match. Had it last night. Kind of bought some random pokes. I mean, obviously, looking at the team, it's not completely random. It's been a little bit of thoughts got into it, but anyway, it's really good. So I'm going to lead with Azelf because I really don't see what he would lead out with on his team. I mean, he had so many things that he could have potentially led with. I thought Azelf would kind of be the best bet. So, excuse me, guys. Oh, I can't even speak. So, I'm going to use him right off the bat because he leads up with his Gastro, and I know Azelf definitely will not appreciate a Scald, and on the off chance he wants to go for the Toxic, you know, Azelf is, I kind of like it to be around as long as possible, so I'm going to get out of there. He does go for the Toxic. Unfortunately, it hits my Politoed. I really don't mind too much, though. I'd rather Politoed than anything else, to be honest with you guys. But, I mean, you know, that'll be fine. So, he's going to bring in a Celebi here as I give the Focus Blast. And originally, I went for the Focus Blast because upon bringing in my Politoed, I kind of thought, wait, what can I do? I'm Choice Specs, so, you know, I only have Hydro Pump, Surf, Focus Blast, and some other random things. So, I kind of thought, shit, dip. And he brings in his Gastro again now as I make a switch to my Latios, which is really great for me. Really great, because I want to take a shot at taking this thing out with a Draco. I am Choice Specs, as you guys will probably know my set by now. And for some odd reason, he switches to his Mamoswine here. Now, I really have to question this play. I don't know what he was predicting, but obviously Draco is going to take it out. Energy Ball would have taken out Gastro and Mamoswine. Thunderbolt, why would he switch in the first place? You know, I was so confused by that play. But anyway, I'm going to switch out now and go into my Rachi as he brings his Gastrodon in. He is going to want to switch. I have no idea why, because after bringing in my Rachi, I realized, you know what, I actually can't touch him either. So I'm going to make a very ballsy play here and go for the Thunder. I do get the Paralysis, which is very nice. And this is actually supposed to work on a Rain team. It's got Thunder and Water Pulse, which can protect. So after getting the Paralysis here, I'm going to hit him with a Water Pulse in hopes to get the Confusion hacks going. Just basically do this Jiraiya's job. It's what it was made to do. This is the first match, and I think I've used it in about 50 matches, no joke. And this is the first one it's ever done anything. So he's going to hit me with a Hidden Power here. Now, because of the Rain Up, I don't know if that is Fire or if it is Fighting. I want to say it's Fighting, but then again, +2 Fighting probably would have done a lot more. So, could be Fire. Who knows? So anyway, he's going to bring in Gastro now as I go for the Wish. I kind of predicted the switch, but at the same time, you know, I kind of thought, well, if I go for a Thunder or Water Pulse, it's just going to be no point. It's going to be completely a waste of a turn. Well, if I get up the Wish, you know, at least I can do that. So I'm going to Wish up here as he does switch, which is great. Now he's going to switch back into Celebi on my Protect. I don't mind, you know, safe play is safe, because at this point, I don't know if he has the Earth Power yet. I'm thinking he doesn't. If he does carry the Scald and the Toxic, he probably doesn't carry it, because most sets do swap out Earth Power for Toxic. So anyway, he's going to go for the Recover here as I hit him with another Thunder. It does decent amount of damage, you know, seeing as it resists and everything, but you know, it still would have been nice to get it power fused and, you know. But anyway, he's going to bring in Gastro on my Water Pulse here, kind of an obvious play. He does get the special attack raise. Again, at this point, I'm still kind of fearing that Earth Power, so I really need to switch. Now, there are several things I could bring in here, and of all things, I bring in my Toxicroak because I'm stupid, and if he did have the Earth Power, you know, I would have been screwed, but thankfully he doesn't, so I'm going to bring that in on the Scald. I go for the sub. Now, you'll see this multiple times throughout the game. He goes for the Scald on my sub. Now, I don't know if he's not paying attention and maybe he thought it would break the sub, but, you know, it doesn't explain why he does it multiple times. But anyway, I'm going to bulk up here. I know Skarmory's going to come in, and I know he's going to Whirlwind, so I figure, hey, you know what, bulk up on the switch, and then I can hit with the Drain Punch for neutral damage when he comes in. It does a decent amount, and he actually decides to let up Rock, so I'm kind of thinking, okay. Now, here I should have bulked up, because I should have known that he was going to predict the damage, and then try and roost it up. Oh, I did. What a play. Alright, never mind. So I do predict him to want to roost up after I hit him again. So what I'm actually going to do is bulk up and then be able to get a +2 Drain Punch off on him prior to him whirlwinding me out. So this match was actually full of predictions, and that's kind of why I was a bit skeptical narrating it, because I was scared that I was going to forget predictions like I just did. But anyway, I get that +2 Drain Punch off, which was a fairly nice play if I do say so myself. It's going to whirlwind me out into Gliscor. Here, the only thing I can do is Ice Fang. There's no point in me switching because he's probably going to whirlwind. So that would obviously spell disaster for me. But hey, at least I get my Toxic Orb activated. That is definitely one thing that was good. So I'm going to flinch him here with the first Ice Fang, which is kind of okay. I mean, it doesn't really do more damage than lefties, but it's better damage. You know, any good damage is good damage. That makes no sense. So anyway, then I'm going to get a crit with the Ice Fang, and he's going to roost. Had I have seen that coming, I probably would have Sword Stanced, although it really wouldn't have made a difference, as we'll see later on from the in the game. So here I'm expecting him to want to whirlwind me out. So actually here I predicted the whirlwind or the switch, so I go for the earthquake. Turns out he whirlwinded. In either case it wouldn't have made a difference. If I'd have gone for Ice Fang, it really wouldn't. But he's going to bring me out into my Toxicroak now. Now I'm going to predict him to go for the Brave Bird, so I'm actually going to go for the substitute, just to kind of scout and see what he wants to do. Because I figured if he wants to do anything else, not that Skarmory would want to do anything else, you know, I get free sub, but, you know, not the case. He does try to take me out with the Brave Bird, which is a very, very, very good job I subbed up instead of going for the Drain Punch, predicting the Whirlwind. So, a good play on my part, again, saving my Toxicroak. That might have taken me out, I don't know. Skarmory's not the most offensive poke around, but, you know. So, I'm going to switch out now, fearing the Brave Bird. I'm going to go out into my Gliscor, because I know Gliscor can take a Brave Bird. In the back of my mind, I was thinking he's probably going to Whirlwind now, and he actually does, but, you know, it would have been too ballsy of a play for me to stay in and Drain Punch, because, you know, I didn't want to lose Toxicroak at that point. It's way too early in the match. So, anyway, I am going to get Whirlwinded out into my Rachi. You will see Skarmory and Rachi together quite a bit. So, anyway, I'm going to switch. Not a matchup that I like. I really should have stayed in and hit him with a Thunder. I don't know what. I think I was predicting Gastrodon to come back in. So, I make a double switch to my Latios. A very good double switch indeed. As it turns out, he does bring in his Gastro. And here, I miss the Draco. Now, that is one sight that you never want to see. And he goes for a cover here, which is kind of ballsy, you know, because look how much this does. To be honest with you guys, I thought I'd do more. I was really, really gutted it didn't do more, because now he's going to be able to recover off the damage. I'm going to be at minus 0.5, and definitely not going to want to stay and hit him with another Draco, because if he does carry the Ice Beam, which considering his set, I highly doubt, you know, that would have been scary. So, I'm going to switch out now, go into Azoth, knowing there really isn't anything he can do to me, and he's either going to recover again, or he's going to want to switch. He does indeed make the switch out into his Skarm, which doesn't really bother me too much, because I know I can hit it with a Flamethrower or a Thunderbolt or a Psychic, which would be resisted, which, you know, wouldn't really be too bad in the long run, I guess. But anyway, I get the crit here with the Flamethrower, bring him down to his Sturdy. Now, if I'd have got that extra hit off with the Toxicroak, he wouldn't have had Sturdy, and I would have taken him out. So, really sad, but now, I thought this was a really dangerous play on his part, because he doesn't know how much Flamethrower will actually do, seeing as I got the crit and it brought it down to Sturdy. So, I really thought he'd want to make a switch here into his Gastro, but I actually mix up and go for Psychic, predicting that, but he actually decides to stay in and go for the second Roost. So, that was kind of a really ballsy play on his part, I must say, commend that. So anyway, right here, I'm just going to hit him with another Flamethrower. He decides to stay in for whatever reason. I'm really not too sure. I can't remember what he actually ends up trying to go for. He goes for Roost again. Not really sure why. He's not really benefiting from this in any way. It's really, really strange. I really don't have a clue what he was thinking. But whatever, I guess it's working out for him. So he's going to switch now. I guess he just wanted to get up to a decent amount of health, and he's going to switch into his Gastro, as I actually decided to mix it up with the T-Bolt. Had I clicked Psychic, that would have been very nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. So here, I know I'm going to be faster every day of the week. So I'm going to go for a U-turn, just to get some damage off. I keep meaning to change this as offset, because it's still timid with U-turn, which is such a fail. But I don't know what I was thinking. So anyway, he's going to go for the recover here, predicting my U-turn, which is fine, as I'm going to bring in my Croak. Now, I know I can wall him to no end. Now, I have a choice. I can sub up, knowing the Skarmory is going to come in, and DP, which is what I do. But because I sub up, he scolds me. I get all of my HP back, and now he's going to switch. And I'm like, hey, fuck it. You know, I should bulk up right here. That would be sick. But no, I'm a dick and go for the Drain Punch. Now, this was kind of half and half, you know, because I really wanted to go for the Sucker Punch on this thing, and this was a really good play on his part, scouting that, because, you know, that really sucked. If I'd have hit him with that Sucker Punch, that would have been so good, because he would have broken my sub, and then I would have hit him with the Sucker Punch, then he would have broken my sub. Then he would have had to switch, fearing another Sucker Punch, and I'd have bulked up to hit this Skarm, but, you know, whatever. So he's going to Whirlwind me out, and I'm going to end up eventually going out into Gliscor here. There's really nothing that I can do to him, you know, even a +6 Ice Fang really doesn't do that much to a Skarm. So I'm just going to switch, thinking he might not want to Whirlwind, but, you know, of course, at the end of the day, he is going to Whirlwind, because there's nothing I can do to him, he knows that. So he's going to Whirlwind me out now. I'm going to go into my Politoed. Politoed can hit this thing all day, but the thing is I'm worried about Gastro, and I know that Focus Blast can hit this thing neutral, so I might as well go for the Focus Blast, half predicting him to stay in, half predicting the Gastro. So I'm predicting the Gastro switches quite well here, I've noticed. But anyway, gonna hit him with that. It does a decent amount, unstabbed and everything. You know, I'm specs, but still, a special defense drop would have been greatly appreciated there. Don't get it, sucks. Gonna be forced to switch out now. Again, gonna make the incredibly obvious play and go into my Toxicroak. Why not? All he can do is recover or scold me or, you know, do whatever. But the amount of times he gave me a free sub was just so dangerous. I mean, if he didn't have Scarm, he'd have been screwed. So now I'm actually going to predict the Skarmory to come in and make a nice double switch out into my Azelf. But he goes for the Scold again, and I'm like, dude, pay attention. Like, how many times has he scolded my sub already? Damn. I just do not appreciate that at all. So I give the Psychic here, predicting him to want to switch for some odd reason, fearing the Energy Ball, but nope. He actually recovers, and I'm just going to give the Psychic, because I want him to kill me so that I can get a free switch into my Latios, and with the damage that I've already done with the Psychics, I'm thinking that I can definitely take it out with the Draco. I'm just praying to dear God he does not switch, and he took a long time trying to decide this move, and I'm going to drop a Draco. He does decide to stay in, it does hit, and it does kill, which is incredible. So max damage, you actually did something right for a change. Thank you. So I'm going to take out that Gastro, which he's just completely destroyed his core, which was the Skarmory Gastro thing he had going on. Now he's going to bring in Terrakion. Definitely don't want to stay in. Do not want to take an X-Scissor, so I'm going to go out into my Gliscor to resist that. He actually goes for the Stone Edge. No, I was not predicting that. I really thought he would be an X-Scissor set, but nope, turns out he's going to be banded, and that does a shit ton. So in comes Malibu here as I go for the Protect. I don't care. Now I know this thing's going to want to Draco me, but I'm going to stay in and go for a second Protect because I want to make sure that he is going to do that, because if he surfs, then I can go into the appropriate wall on my team, such as Gastro. I think I have Gastro in this team. No, I don't. Anyway, whatever. I can go into Toxicroak. So I'm going to switch out, not wanting to take a Draco. He switches out into Terrakion, predicting my Jirachi switch for the Draco. He predicts very nicely, correctly as well. I'm going to have to dip. Basically, my two choices are take an Earthquake, hit it with a Thunder, try and paralyze it, or dip. So I am going to stay in. I know I can take any 1 EQ, banded or not, because, you know, I am a Rachi, base 100 defenses and HP, and I don't get the Paralysis with the Thunder, 60% chance. I was like, ooh, that's bad. So now I'm going to need to go into MBZ, A, because it's a free switch, because I'm going to be immune to the Earthquake, and B, it gives me an excuse to drop a Draco on absolutely anything he wants to switch in, which he's going to choose to be his Narnia, which is his Celebi. Going to hit with the Draco, predicting massive amounts of damage here as it does take him out. So that's absolutely awesome. And my throat is killing me, man. This narration is long. Anyway, in comes Skarm. I'm not used to narrating this fast. I'm going to have to switch because, well, why not? I don't really know what he wants to do to me. I'm kind of just guessing the Whirlwind, so I kind of thought, yeah. But he actually goes for a Brave Bird, and I was like, oh, bad play on my part, because now I'm going to die to Poison, and, you know, I would have been able to get off a free stab, Specs, In the Rain, Modest Nature, Hydro Pump on anything, because I know I can outspeed Skarm, but problem being, you know, he takes me out, so that's really unfortunate. So now I'm going to bring in Latios. Now, here is a key play. I go for the trick, predicting him to roost off my Draco Meteor. Pays off big time. Cripple that thing. Big, big, big. So you see he goes for the roost here. Locked into it. Now he has to switch. And now I'm free to drop Dracos on absolutely anything I want. Predict any switches. Bring in Latios. Mix up my moves. It's all good. I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to go for Draco and miss as he goes for roost, which sucks. And I'm kind of thinking at this point, is it really worth me staying in? I might as well roost up and then leave. So he is going to switch up here and go out into his own Latios. Dear God, why didn't I go for the second Draco? Don't know what, he must have been a master of predictions there. That or complete luck. But I'm going to go for the roost anyway. I could have dropped a Draco in. And here was a big misplay on my part. I thought I'm bound to be faster than him because like 99.9 recurring % of Latioses with choice items like this one tend to generally have a hidden power, which means their speed will be 1 lower than mine. But no, he doesn't carry it, so he actually wins the speed tie and takes me out. That or he's scarfed, which sucks. So now I'm going to go into Rachi. I know I'm going to scare him out, so I'm going to set the wish on the switch. In comes Terrakion or Terrakion. I'm going to protect to get my wish. Obviously, that would be really stupid if I did not. Now, I really don't have anything to switch into, I don't believe. I mean, I could go into Gliscor, actually, or is Gliscor dead? Me no remember. Why I no remember. Anyway, here I know I can live another Earthquake, so I'm like, fuck it, we'll take one for the team. I'll hit it with a Thunder, I'll take it out, and then the game is pretty much mine from there on, since I can kill that with a Water Pulse. I can keep wishing up and stalling out Skarm for the rest of the game until I can bring in my Toxicroak, and then I can handle him that way. But I don't get the Paralysis, which means now I'm forced to switch into my Gliscor, which I did not want to do. Free switch though, because you know, Earthquake. But now I'm guessing he's going to want to go into his Skarmory so that he can Whirlwind me away before I have a chance to set up. But he actually goes out into his Latios, which sucks. But I'm going to hit him with an Ice Fang on the switch, so, you know, that's not too bad. But I know, okay, here is my plan of thought. Okay, my train of thought right here. Fodder off Gliscor to get this thing at -2. Go into my Rachi, fodder that thing off to make it a -2. Go into my Gliscor to try and tempt him into getting the -4 because it still will kill. And then go out into my Toxicroak and I can start setting up. And Toxicroak will be my last at that point. So he does fall for the first part and he does lower himself to -2 or -0.5 if he specs. Now, he doesn't take the bait for Gliscor. If he did, it would have been so much different, but he doesn't. He switches out into his Skarmory, which sucks a giant ball of mangulated metric ton of penises. So now he's going to switch out again, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? I'm going to hit you with a Nice Fang, you're being dumb, and it does a lot, and I'm thinking, I'm going to have to sacrifice Gliscor in order to get the -2, and then I can bring in Toxicroak and hope I can live a Draco. I'm kind of thinking that would be the smartest play here. So, I'm going to go into Toxicroak. Now, what I should have done is thought I could have lived the Draco and gone for the Bulk Up. However, I go for the Sucker Punch because I'm scared that if he specs, it might still take me out. So, bad play, cost me the match. Gonna spoil it for you guys. I lose because of that. So now I was going to bring Terrakan. I really thought I could take this thing out after Rocks damage. No Rocks damage. But anyway, I really thought I could take it out. I know I'm going to be giving him the Justified boost, but he's going to KO me with an Earthquake anyway. But it doesn't quite take it out. If it had of, he could have just sat there and kept Brave Birding with Skarmory. But I would have kept subbing up and with Rain Dish or, Dry Skin. You know, I might have one, but who knows. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This match was fucking long. My throat is killing me. It's really sore and I'm really tired. And I just got back from college. I hate life. No, I don't really. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video. And I'll catch you guys next time. Deuces.